APC, we care. We get to know your business by heart so we can provide what you need. We deliver only the best by bringing in state-of-the-art technology and experts at the top of their fields so we can take care of your business. Because we're not just in business, we're in the business of caring for yours. Discover the difference we can make for you. Choose Agri Pacific Corporation. Your business is our business. At APC, we care. We get to know your business by heart so we can provide what you need. We deliver only the best by bringing in state-of-the-art technology and experts at the top of their fields so we can take care of your business. Because we're not just in business, we're in the business of caring for yours. Discover the difference. At APC, we care. We get to know your business by heart so we can provide what you need. We deliver only the best by bringing in state-of-the-art technology and experts at the top of their fields so we can take care of your business. Because we're not just in business, we're in the business of caring for yours. Discover the difference we can make for you. Choose Agri Pacific Corporation. Your business is our business.
All right. Welcome po to the last episode of Season 3 ng Itanong Kay Master Baker. Ako, pero hindi po nagtatapos dito ang Itanong Kay Master Baker dahil we will be back next year. At dahil po Christmas season na po, holiday season na naman, in behalf po of the Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association and the Philippine Society of Baking Family, we wish you guys good health, a very happy holiday season with your family. But today po, let's enjoy first and learn from our Master Baker, Master Baker Buddy from Agri Pacific. Ma'am Tin, take it away.
Thank you, Sir Jeric Chua. Good afternoon, viewers and followers. Welcome again to another exciting episode ng Itanong Kay Master Baker, Season 3, Episode 13 by Agri Pacific Corporation. Now, let us congratulate all the winners from previous episode na nakikita natin dito sa ating monitor. So, congratulations to all the winners. So, please keep on joining and keep on signing sa mga hindi pa nananalo at gusto manalo. Okay? So, please register or sign up through the registration link na makikita sa Facebook ad natin ng Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association at Philippine Society of Baking. Yan po. Sa mga wala pang proof book, please get your copy of this proof book. Available po ito sa Shopee and also sa mga individual members natin na tumutulong i-promote itong ating proof book. So dito matututunan nyo ang bakery mathematics, science of baking, and of course, meron itong product costing application. Okay, and also, this proof book earns an international award to honor the best food book in the world. Yan po yung Gourmand's Award. So, another episode na makakasama natin for this afternoon na matututunan na naman natin for another recipe at kaalaman. So let us welcome the Agri Pacific Corporation.
Thank you, Miss Christine Mateo, and good afternoon sa lahat ng nanonood natin sa atin ngayon. So today's episode is a very special one. Hindi lang dahil ito yung last for this year, but also our guest today has prepared recipes that we'll surely enjoy during the holidays. Ang company na magpapresent today is Agri Pacific Corporation, and to give a background about APC, APC has been providing food solutions for over 6 years through its quality products, and it was established 2015 with its plant located in Tanza, Cavite. So nag-start si Agri Pacific with its quality products na flour. So ito yung mga naririnig natin sa market na Zeus, Hera, Athena, and Hercules. Meron ding fats and oil, yung mga ultra bake natin, Pacific Kitchen, Pacific Sunrise, and hindi lang yon, marami pang ibang products si Agri Pacific. So, wag na natin patagalin. Kilalanin pa natin further yung presenter natin today with Agri Pacific Corporation. And now, I'll be turning over the floor to Rodil Ocfemia, our Technical Sales Manager in APC, to introduce naman, sino ba yung Master Baker natin this afternoon?
Wow, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Thank you, Ms. Carmela. Anyway, I'm grateful to see everybody. Alam ko itong mga nasa screen excited na, no? Anyway, gusto ko lang introduce ulit sarili ko. I'm Rodil Pemia as a Technical Sales Manager of APC. Etong introduce natin na Master Baker, nakilala ko to 20 years ago. So 2 decades na yung pagkakilala ko sa kanya. And he has a baby face. And after 20 years, baby face again. Parang wala na bago, no? And kanina nung nagkukwentuhan kami, sabi niya, he's been a pastry chef for 40 years this coming March. 4 decades of experience, di ba? And kung makikita natin on the screen, yung mga gagawin natin today, this afternoon, sobrang sabi nga nila, it's a hybrid recipe. And hindi ko na patatagalin.
Yes.
Gusto kong introduce sa ating lahat ang ating Master Baker this afternoon,
Let's
si
welcome.
Master Baker Buddy Trinidad.
Yes.
Hi guys, hi Carmela, hi Rodel. Sobra ka naman, 20 years. But it's true. So in March 2022, I've been in the industry basically for about 40 years.
Wow.
So, salamat sa comment ng baby face.
Yeah.
I can't do it without my friends. Siyempre, si Dr. Vicky Bello.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So the recipes that we'll be doing today, we'll be doing 3 recipes today. One of them will be our gingerbread holiday Christmas tree. Another one will be a hybrid, like Rodil was talking about, which is called the brookie. So a brookie is a brownie and a cookie that's combined. Okay, and the third one will be our holiday mango crunch cake. All right. So, is there anything you guys want to share? I know we're gonna give away a lot of nice presents today.
So actually
right?
exciting
Perfect
yung
for Christmas.
Yes, Master Baker. Anyway, yun nga, yung binabanggit ni Carmela today, marami tayong exciting prizes na ipagkakaloob ngayon sa ating mga live audiences sa kanilang mga screen. Ano-ano to, Carmela?
Yup. Para mapakita
yung mechanics
natin.
muna natin para
Kita
makasama
natin
sila.
kung ano yung mga prizes natin this afternoon. Yan. Okay, so we have here, first, Rodil. Yan, meron tayong APC Food Solutions Ultra Baked Vegetable Shortening.
Yan.
Okay, ano pa ba yung laman ng loot bag natin? Okay, we also have here yung Hercules All-Purpose Flour natin.
Yeah.
Okay, lagay ko muna dito.
Another
Yan,
thing.
ano pa ba yung
Ito pa.
nasa loot bag natin? Okay, meron din tayo dito, Baker's Table, Bakery Margarine. What else? Wow, ang daming laman ng loot bag natin,
this is,
Rodil. Wow.
Galing.
A great raffle for
Yes.
this afternoon. 1 set of plastic spatula. At ito yung pinaka...
Meron pang isa.
Yan, extravagant.
Wow.
Sa matatanggap natin.
Yung butter
anong tawag
dish.
dito?
So,
Yeah,
butter
ito yung
dish.
butter dish
Butter
natin.
dish.
Yeah.
With spatula.
Yan.
Nakakahaba daw ng buhay.
Okay, maraming ways kung paano tayo mananalo nitong prizes na to ngayon, Rodil.
Dikit
So
ko
first,
muna.
share ko lang kung paano yung first mechanics natin para manalo yung lucky sharer of the day. So itong lucky sharer of the day, 3 ang pipiliin. And first, ang kailangan lang gawin is to share the live video on your timeline or any public groups. Ang second step naman is to comment, share done on the IMKMB live video. So dito sa live video natin, once na ma-share na natin yung live video natin, comment lang tayo ng share done. And lastly, para ma-qualify as a lucky winner, kailangan natin i-send yung screenshot ng share done comment natin doon sa FCBAI Facebook page natin as proof na na-complete natin and yung correct personal information nyo para at least kompleto na pag nag-message tayo kay Philchay.
Yes.
Okay.
Camela, anyway, huwag niyong kakalimutan yung share bud natin na icon kasi yun ang importante para makasama tayo sa prices natin para mamaya. Kasi meron kanina nag-share dan lang siya tapos screenshot pero wala siyang sharer badge. So importante 'yon.
Okay, yan, note natin.
Again, how to join to e-raffle. Mag-sign up lang tayo sa registration link posted at Filipino Chinese Bakery Association Incorporated and Philippine Society of Baking Facebook ad for today's episode. Anyway, hanggang 12 midnight. So, pag nag-sign in tayo hanggang 12 midnight yung raffle draw, tas makaka-receive din kayo ng recipe na ginawa natin this afternoon. But please be sure all your details are correct and complete. To all our episode lucky winners, our secretary will give you a direct message through text and messenger and call confirm of your winning. Be reminded that all the winners are responsible to your claim. So pwedeng marami naman nagpapalalamove, nagpapagrab.
Yes, oo.
Tapos kung malapit kayo dito, punta na lang kayo dito.
Yes, kakontakin lang natin yung taga field try natin para mapa-assist tayo. And also, meron din tayong mga questions today. Not only yung dalawang mechanics na yun, meron din tayong mga questions na i-ask during our live demo para manalo rin sila
Ng prizes.
prize natin. Kaya tutok lang tayo sa mga viewers. Okay, Rodil, meron lang ako ipapromote at this point. Yung proof book natin.
Yan.
Yan.
Okay, go ahead.
So we've been presenting this proof book every live demo natin dito sa Field Try. So itong proof book natin is very informative. Ano ba yung content nito? First, meron tayong bakery math. Of course, yung pinaka-important dito is yung paano ba tayo mag-costing. So important na important to, lalo na sa mga owners. Paano ba mag-convert ng baker's percent to grams? Pan calculations natin, specific gravity, and not only that, maliban dito sa book na to, sina PSB provided a registration link here, Chef. Dito sa
dyan sa harapan.
yan, pag bumili kayo nitong proof book natin, merong code dito. So parang ito ay access card na tinatawag. Downloadable ito. So parang dito sa downloadable na to, meron siyang bakery computerization na naka-format na yan sila sa Excel. Para at least ilalagay lang natin yung data natin and automatic na siya magko-compute for us. Yan, very important yan sa mga
That's great.
owners natin.
That's
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
And hindi pa doon, meron din tong mga recipe formulations and troubleshooting for breads and cakes. So kahit bago sa baking, matagal nang nagbe-bake, I'm sure malaking tulong itong proof book natin. Yan. And saan ba available to? Available ito sa Shopee and sa PSB office for only 1,200 pesos. Yan.
Yan. Anyway, Carmela, nung tinitignan ko yung proof book natin, malaking tulong siya sa mga startup bakeries.
Yes.
Kasi isang click lang ng Excel nyo, ando na lahat ng pricing, product cost, ilalabas na niya kaagad. So ganun siya ka-helpful para sa ating mga owners and startup bakeries.
Yes. Yan.
And Carmela, meron din akong gustong i-promote for
Yes.
20 years Master Baker, yung e-bakery fair natin.
wow.
Right.
Ngayon lang mangyayari yan because of the pandemic, no? So, FCBAI would like to invite everyone to join e-bakery fair 2022, which will be held on February 25 to 26,
Lapit na.
2022. And watch out for the further announcement about the said event. So, ano lang tayo, lagi lang tayo tumingin sa page ng FCBAI para makita natin yung activities para sa e-bakery fair natin. Okay, may shout out na mga viewers tayo today.
Oh, happy birthday, Carmela. It's Carmela's birthday today.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you, Rina.
Carmela's
Alright, happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yun. Kaya
Happy
pala may pansit doon.
birthday
Kaya pala may
to you.
pansit.
Excited ako sa
Birthday ni
cake.
Carmela.
Excited ako sa cake ni Chef today. Thank you, Reynard Servito. Yan. Meron pa tayong shoutout dito from Arian Joy Balondo. Hello po, watching from Muntinlupa.
Wow,
City.
Muntinlupa. We also have Dennis Taunan
From
watching
Tondo.
from Tondo. Kanina,
Hi,
yung
Dennis.
dealer natin from Lipa, Batangas City,
Yes.
si Miss Rionette Amparo, nanonood din siya sa ating live.
Ilan na ba yung viewers natin ngayon? Ang dami na yata.
Actually, libo-libo na sila.
Wow!
Wow,
89,000.
grabe, diba?
Hindi pa nagsisimula si
Galing,
Chef,
galing,
89,000 na.
Yan. We also have Giselle D. Ramos watching from Quezon Province, di ba? Luzon pa lang yan, mamaya may lalabas na dyan from Visayas and Mindanao.
Yes. Hello, Jeff. Mike Smith. Shout out from Malate, Manila. Okay.
Yan. Yan
Hi,
yung mga
Jeff.
ating viewers today. Si Eileen May Layosa watching from Pampanga na ha. Maabot na tayo ng
Yan, from
norte.
Pampanga.
Yes, Kapampangan. Kabalen.
Kanina nasa south tayo, Carmela, ngayon Pampanga
Pa-north na tayo. Yep.
I see Irene Hiwatig from Bacoor, Cavite. I'm from Imus.
Kapitbahay.
Yes.
All right.
Yan, si Catherine bless
Hi, si
you.
Miss Catherine, bless you. Yep.
Cathy.
Our officer sa Philippine Society of
Hi,
Baking.
Kathy.
Hi, Kat.
Hi, Miss Cathy.
Sino-sino pa ba yung mga sa North ulit? Si Rodrigo Cahucom de los Santos from Nueva Ecija. Yan, si Ma'am Rionette
Yep, ito yung
watching from
nabanggit.
Lipa City.
Hi, Miss Rionette. Yan, from Angel and Rionette's Bakery Supply.
Yan.
Wow, thank you for supporting us, Miss
Hi,
Rionette.
ma'am. See you soon.
Okay.
Ayan,
Yan.
we want to give the floor for Chef Kay Master Baker,
Yes.
Buddy Trinidad.
Yan,
Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you. I'll see you
Chef.
soon.
Thank you, Master Baker.
All right. So, the recipes that I'll be doing today are really very simple. Something you can do for the holidays or not for the holidays, anytime you want. Ang kagandaan nitong recipes na to is you can make it ahead of time. Pwede nyo siyang itago, tapos i-bake next week, or you can just leave it in the fridge. Okay? So the first recipe we're gonna do is a recipe called brookies. So this is the hybrid. It's a brownie and a brookie together, and a cookie together, okay? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a chocolate chip cookie. Now, since the highlight of today is fats and oils and the flour, I'll be using a vegetable oil instead of butter or margarine, okay? So, you get your vegetable oil. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do what we call the creaming method, okay? Where we take the vegetable oil and add our sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, okay? Put that in the mixer using the paddle. Right? All right. Speed, let's go with speed 3. Let's see how that goes. There we go. So we start creaming the butter with we start creaming the shortening with the brown sugar and the white sugar. Now, the reason we use both is the brown sugar gives an extra texture to the cookie. It ensures the cookie to be soft and chewy, and because of the molasses in the cookie. All right. Once it gets going, it's time to add our egg and our vanilla. If you see, I added the vanilla into my egg already. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this up a notch. There you go. Make it faster. There we go. And then I'll add my egg. There we go. And in fact, I'm going to make this even faster. Here we go. There you go. Okay. So we're creaming this. We're going to get it nice and smooth. I don't want to incorporate too much air into the cookie batter. Okay. I'm just smoothing it out. All I'm doing is just incorporating the sugar and the egg and the vanilla. Okay. Now what I've done here is I already have my flour. Now we're using two kinds of flour here. We're using cake flour and bread flour, right? The cake flour is the Athena, okay, and the bread flour is the Zeus. All right? Cake flour is Athena, the bread flour is the Zeus. I've also added my baking powder here and the salt. Okay? It's always good to sift all your flours before you add them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to add the flour. Turn this down. Okay. Normally you'd add your flour slowly, but for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to do it all in one go. It's important to turn the machine down. Speed number 1. Okay. slow, because if it was the same speed as I had it earlier, flour is going to shoot out everywhere. We don't want that, right? So I'm just going to incorporate the flour just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to develop any gluten. Okay? Now, the reason, I know a lot of chocolate chip cookie recipes or basic cookie recipes out there do not include bread flour, but this one does. The reason for that is the bread flour gives the cookie a more stable structure. Okay? Now, when you use bread flour in your cookies, it's always advisable to rest the cookie dough overnight, minimum 8 hours. Put it in the fridge, let it rest. That way the gluten develops properly, right? I'm going to turn this off. Now, it's properly mixed already. There we go. So, get rubber spatula. If you guys don't have spatulas at home, the one that they presented earlier, the ones that they showed earlier, these ones, these. This one, these are silicone, there's a silicone set right here. It's really great. I'm gonna steal one later. All right? So, get all the batter off the paddle here. Okay, that's good. That's enough. Okay, so just mix that. Make sure all the flour is incorporated in. And then what I do is I add the chips, the chocolate chips in by hand. Put all that in there. All the chips in by hand. Now, here's an important tip for you guys. Here's an important tip for you guys. What I do is I chill my chips before I make a recipe. A lot of times our kitchens are too hot when we're making our doughs or our batters, or because we have the oven in the same room, right? So what I do is I take the chocolate chips and put it in the fridge. Right? That way, when you add it to your dough, it doesn't melt and your dough doesn't become brown because of the melted chips. Okay, so keep the chips cold. Right? Now, this one, I'm not gonna. What I normally do with this is I store it in a Ziploc. Take your dough, put it in a Ziploc, and put it in the fridge. This way you can flatten it out and make stacks of it in your fridge. You can make batches, many batches. But today, I'm going to bake this right away. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in my bowl. All right? I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to leave this right here. Then I'm going to make my brownies. All right? Okay. Nice and simple. This is so easy. I'm telling you, these recipes are so easy. And I did it this way. Atilema, hi. How are you? Thank you for watching. I did the recipes in this order so I don't have to wash my bowl. Okay? I made the chocolate chip cookies first. Then I'm going to make the brownies next. And then after I make the brownies, we bake it. Then I'm going to make the gingerbread using all the same bowl. I don't have to wash it. Vegetable shortening goes in the bowl. We'll add these recipes to our menu. Oh, yes, please. Thank you so much. So shortening goes in the bowl. Sugar. And then I'm going to cream this again. Again, the same method, creaming method. Put that on. I'm going to go speed 4 on this one. Get it going faster. And then I've also added my eggs, my vanilla into my eggs. And then I have water here. The water, you dissolve the coffee in the water. Now, a lot of people, you can put straight coffee if you want. For me, I've always been doing it this way, where I dissolve the coffee in the water, and it works for me. Okay? And what happens is that the coffee helps bring out the flavor of the brownie. Okay? There, just like that. Dissolve the coffee in the water. I'll be ready to go. There we go. Now, the sugar and the shortening is nicely incorporated. I'm going to add the eggs and the vanilla. Okay. One at a time. There we go. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the liquids, the coffee, and I have here the flour, the cocoa powder, right? We have a question? Pwede din po butter. Yes. Yes. Hi, Bea. Bea's watching. APC Marketing. Hi, Bea. Conrado Mendez from Cagayan de Oro is watching, right? Wow, so many people are watching. Okay, so for this recipe, we're using all-purpose flour. Okay. Okay, so I guess I need the timer. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Sometimes when the recipe is too small, you have to lift the bowl. Pilar Salvador. Hi, from Pampanga. Oh, she used to work with me a long time ago. Hi, Grace. Yeah, she used to be one of my OJTs, and then she came back. She wanted to work at the bakery. It's good to see. Yeah, good to see you. And Kathleen from Antipolo. Wow, all the way from Antipolo. Thanks for watching. Edna Kabatik, Home Bakers and Cooks. Thanks for watching. All right, now I got this nice and creamed already. Okay. I'm going to add my dry, and I'm going to add the coffee. Make sure it's all in there. All right. Then mix that again. Just till it comes together. Just till it comes together. I don't want to, again, when you're using the creaming method, when I'm making cookies, when I'm making brownies, we don't want to incorporate a lot of air. Okay, because we want something that is moist, something that is dense. When you incorporate air into a product, then it becomes, you know, it becomes dry quickly. Perfect. Now I'll just take this off. Paddle. You guys have any questions, you can throw your questions up into the screen. If I know the answer, I'll definitely help you out in anything you want. Watching from Pasig, Alma, yes. Wow. How many viewers do we have now? 101,000. Grace Go watching from Cebu. Thanks. Nick from Roldan's Bakery in QC. Thanks for watching. Again, if you have any questions, guys. Okay, here, we're going to get that one washed. And then you can see I have the dough right here. And then I'll add the chips to the mixture. That's done. And then I'll just fold in the chips. Now, if you want to get creative, and Kim, all the way from Fairview, is watching. Hi, Kim. And also Maddie from Maguindanao. Alshima, Kantal Maddie, all the way from, wow, lalayo ng iba. Shane from Marikina, thanks for watching. Marilyn Manalo, Marasigan from Batangas. Okay, so I have all the chips in here. Now, if you want to get creative, you can use white chocolate chips. You can use, you can buy peanut butter chips. You can get caramel chips, and you can just fold it in here. So when you bite into the brownie, you can have different colors and different flavors happening all at the same time. Especially like me, I love the combination of peanut butter and chocolate. So that always works for me. Anything peanut butter and chocolate, I'm there. Right? Show you Mongkada from Cebu, all the way from Cebu. Wow. Right? Now, we're going to bake this in a mini loaf like this. Abot ng tray. Okay? We're going to bake this in a mini loaf. So it's, for me, this is the perfect size. Now just take your loaf pan, hit it with some spray, right? Hit it with some baker spray. Like that. Kathy from Santa Rosa. Thanks for watching. Jeff, love your eyeglasses. Thanks. Thanks. I know, I like them too. Thanks. Now you can use a piping bag, you can use a scooper. It's up to you. What you want to use. I'll use a piping bag for this one. Okay. Let's see if we can get this in the bag. Okay. If it's too tough, you can use a scooper. Here we go. There we go. There, I got them all in. All right. Focus. Okay. So you got to push this all the way to the front of the bag. Cut the tip. So you get some air flowing in the bag. I mean, nothing's going to fall out anyways. Right? Here. I'm going to cut a bigger hole just to make it easy. Just to make it easy. Right? Right? So go ahead. See? You pipe in the brownie batter. Okay? Which flour brands would you suggest to use again? Well, APC makes 3 kinds of flour. Well, we make a lot of kinds of flour, but the ones we're using today are Hercules. The all-purpose flour is Hercules. The bread flour is Zeus, and the cake flour is Athena. Okay? There, so you just pipe it in. Here we go. So you can fill it about halfway, more or less. All right? People all the way from La Union. Roridel Flores from La Union. Elver Lagamon, shout out to Carmela. Oh, Carmela's fans. Right? So, you get all of it in there, about halfway. It depends. It's up to you how much brownie batter you want in your mold. Okay? So we've got the brownies in the mold. And now, thank you. I'm going to get my cookie dough, which we made earlier. Then just scoop it on top. Just like that. Just press it. Now, the beauty of this hybrid is that there are a lot of people that are brownie lovers. Oh, I love brownies, and brownies every day and everything. And then there are people that are cookie lovers. You know, I mean, I used to be the kind of person that I gotta have a cookie, you know, before I sleep, kind of thing, at night, or else. You know, so this is really for those kind of people, the ones that can't decide if they want a cookie or a brownie. Okay, you can have both. Okay, Rowena Ordinesa from Pasig, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Right? So can you imagine, right, if you let your creativity go crazy and you have peanut butter chips in here, you have caramel chips, you have white chocolate chips happening as well. I mean, really, it's endless what you can do with this hybrid here. You can do so much. Okay? And that's it. So just like that. Okay? Throw it in the oven, 325, 350 for about 15-20 minutes. Now, I say 15-20 minutes. Sort of late, do we need to chill the cookie dough? If you're gonna make, okay, the reason I suggest that you chill the cookie dough is if you're gonna make just regular cookies. If I'm gonna make regular cookies, then I suggest that you chill the cookie dough for at least 8 hours, especially if you have bread flour in the cookie dough. Okay, so we're gonna bake this. Thank you. About 325 to 350, about 15-20 minutes. Now, when I say 15-20 minutes, that's my oven. Okay, all ovens are different. Okay, don't text back or something and say, you know what, buddy, I burned my cookies because you said 15-20 minutes. I mean, come on, right? Sometimes it'll take 20 minutes. Sometimes it'll take 25 minutes. Sometimes it'll take 12 minutes. Okay, so it's really up to you. You got to watch your oven. And if you've been baking for a while in there, you know your oven better than anyone because it's your oven. Do Cruz watching from Malabon. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much for watching. All right. Next recipe we're going to do. Guys, would you want to do something or give away a prize? Because we have so many prizes, so much prizes to give.
Yes, Master
Why Brookies
Baker.
is the name of the recipe? That's the question. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, Carmela, may
Yes.
question. Anyway, maraming salamat sa mga viewers natin today.
Meron
Umabot
tayong
na daw
116,000. Yep.
viewers, di ba?
Hello, everyone.
Alam ko na kung ba't dumami ng ganyan. Yung baby face word na inabangan talaga nila si Chef, ay si Master Baker, buddy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sige, Carmela, may
Pamigay tayo ng
question.
prizes natin ngayon. Meron tayo itatanong for now.
Yes,
About
yung mga
sa
binanggit kanina
recipe
ni
ni
Master
Chef.
Baker, no?
Yes.
So, pakakawala natin yung isang tanong na I believe narinig nating lahat.
Okay, for our first question, yan, ready na sa pagka-type ng answer nila dyan. So, para sa first question natin, anong Agri Pacific flour ang ginamit sa Brookies recipe natin? Yan.
Here you go.
Type in na yung
Bilis
answers
na.
natin sa comment box sa live natin.
Yes. Meron na ba? Mukhang meron na, no?
Okay, again, repeat ko yung
Bibilis.
question. Anong
Bibilis.
flour?
Galing,
Yes.
galing, galing.
Anong Agri Pacific flour ang ginamit sa brookies ni Master Baker Buddy?
May tumama na ba?
Okay, meron na yata tayong tumama.
We have the winner. Yes, si Miss Beth Hidalgo.
Okay.
The answer is Hercules All-Purpose Flour. Congratulations, Miss Beth.
Congratulations, Miss Beth.
Alam mo, naisip ko, Carmela, kanina, nung pinapakinggan ko si Master Baker Buddy, marami nang dumudugo ang ilong sa atin.
Bakit?
Sa script.
Bakit naman?
Straight English eh. Buti nga ako, pigil na pigil ko kanina eh. Pero anyway,
Wala.
Carmela, mamimigay pa rin tayo ng
Yes, yes.
prizes today. Kasi sobrang sangkatutak po yung aming ipamimigay.
Yes, bago tayo next recipe natin. Sige, meron pa kaming isang tanong. Okay, ready na sa lahat ng gustong manalo ng ating prize.
Yes.
So bakit,
Come on.
for our second question,
Okay.
Rodil, bakit brookies ang name ng recipe? Yan, saan
Yes.
magaling ang brookies?
May right word na ginamit si Master Baker Buddy. Why brookies
Why
ang ating
brookies?
recipe.
Okay,
Sige, here you
Yan.
go.
meron na ba tayong nanalo?
Go, go, go. Clue. Mataas na uri ng ibon.
Yan, sounds
Yeah,
like
the clue is,
Sounds
remember, it's a combination of
Yes.
two words.
brookies parang sounds like, ano ba, Rodil? Yeah.
Oo.
There you go.
Sige.
Meron na.
Meron na ba?
Meron na. Dami na.
Second clue, Rodil.
First word niya is H. And last letter pala is D. First letter is H and last letter is D.
Yan.
O, di ba? O, yung
Nabanggit ni
ginang
B.
letter niya is B. O, di ba?
Spell out na
Binigay
natin,
mo na.
Rodil.
Sinabi mo na lahat.
Lilipad na ako mamaya.
Yan. Sabi nga ni Rodil, mataas.
Wala pa
Na
din.
ibon.
Third clue. Punasan muna yung dugo sa ilong.
There you go. We got
We got it.
We got it. But pero wrong spelling ata.
Nasaan?
Wrong spelling. Tama
Wrong
yung
spell-
sagot pero
Meron
wrong
daw
spelling.
tamang sagot, pero wrong spelling.
Remember,
daw.
wrong spelling is wrong.
Okay. Yan, hanapin natin
Ayun.
sino ba yung tumama. Ayun,
love
meron
it.
na yatang nanalo. Cathy. Sorry, di ko na mabas.
Si Miss Cathy Ganilla.
Genilia.
Wow,
Ganilla,
okay.
it's a hybrid
Cathy,
recipe.
hybrid.
Yan.
Yes.
Kaya siya
Congratulations, Miss Cathy.
Kaya siya
Miss
brookies
Cathy is
kasi-
from
What did she win? What did she win?
Yes.
yung ating loot bag
Alright.
with APC products with
rubber spatula.
rubber spatula at saka
Nice.
yung ating
Yung
The butter
flour.
dish.
Yeah,
The butter
Wow,
dish.
great price. Great price.
Yes.
grabe ang galing
Galing.
ito.
Ang galing, galing.
Galing.
Gusto na namin ibulsa yung loot bag na yan. Anyway, with our second recipe kay Master Baker
Alright.
Buddy Trinidad.
Okay.
Okay, thanks guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Master Baker.
Tayo.
All right, so keep watching because we have so much stuff to give away. Okay, so the next recipe I'm gonna make is the gingerbread. It's a gingerbread cookie, and you cut it out to make it form a Christmas tree, right? So it's a holiday gingerbread cookie. So again, we're gonna start out using the vegetable shortening. The method here is the creaming method, just like with the cookie, with the chocolate chip cookie recipe. Same method. We start out with the vegetable shortening and brown sugar. All right? So creaming method, so I'm going to put it on the machine to combine the two ingredients. We're going to cream the shortening and the brown sugar. All right, here we go. Get that going, and then we're going to add our eggs. Ritz Anbulilan, watching from Makati City. Thank you so much for watching. Jose Joey Perez Jr., go team, watching from Cavite. Yoo-hoo! Right? So, if you notice, this recipe did not call for white sugar, it only called for brown sugar. Again, because of the molasses in the brown sugar, is predominantly a nice, chewy cookie, right? And like that wasn't enough, we're adding also more molasses to it, right? Now that we've got the shortening and the brown sugar going, we're gonna add a whole egg. Whole egg goes in there. I just need to lift up the bowl a little bit because the recipe is so small, sometimes it doesn't catch the bottom of the bowl. There we go. There we go. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to make all three recipes, and then we'll do the assembly at the end, towards the end, all right? Julie Cruz watching from Bulacan, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your time. Grace Calvendra Rodriguez watching from Quezon Province. Leandro Lacanlale. Chef watching from San Fernando, Pampanga. Celebrating 450th Pampanga Day. Go Pampanga. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to add all the dry ingredients. Leandro Lacanlale, shout out Dad's Bake Shop. So all our dry ingredients go in. So, right? Where's my recipe here? Here we go. So I am using Hercules. I'm using Hercules for this one. So the all-purpose flour. I'm using Hercules for this recipe. So all the flour, baking soda, all of that goes in there, all the dry ingredients. And then all my spices as well. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, right? Powdered ginger, cloves. All that goes in there as well. Because that's what makes a gingerbread cookie. Rachel Gado Viray, watching from Del Monte, Bulacan. And then my molasses. Molasses goes in. Make sure it's all in there. All right. Some in the bowl. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this back on. Now, since I put flour in here, we're going to start off speed number 1. There you go. Now, when that happens to you, the accident that I'm talking about, wherein you put the flour in and then the mixture is on a high speed, like 8 or something, it only has to happen once. It happens to everybody. So don't be, shocked or whatever when it happens to you. Don't feel bad if it happens to you. It happens to everybody. Okay, wherein you turn it on and the flour goes everywhere. I mean, it happened to me. At worst case, it was a 60 quart. The flour, the floor models, the floor mixers. Yeah, I was making something like 20 or 30 pounds of pie dough, and the flour just went up everywhere. Now we are properly. See how quick that was. All mixed up. All done. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that color. This is because of the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the molasses, the brown sugar, the ginger powder. Now you take this. Now this one I'm going to put in. This one I'm going to put in a Ziploc bag. This is how I store all my cookie dough. All my cookie dough. Ernam Volante, watching from Imus, Cavite. All right. Thank you so much. All my cookie dough I store in Ziploc bags, just like this. You'll see what I'm talking about when I'm done packing this. And you'll see also why it makes sense to do it this way. Right? Jimbo de Panadero, hello from PSB members. Hello to all PSB members. That's right. We're getting a lot of shout outs today. I want to say something though, that I know that Christmas is here and everyone's very, very busy, especially bakers. So I'm so thrilled and happy that you guys have taken the time to be here with us. Okay, so I'm touched. I'm honored that you guys are here. You know, and I'm also excited that this is, you know, that I'm part of this. This is the last day, the last episode of Itanong Kay Master Baker here at Pilchay Bakery. This is season 3. Season 3. Excited. Hopefully next year, when we continue this series, it'll be live already here at the wonderful Pilchay Bakery. So, once you put the cookie dough in, I sealed it already. Once you put the cookie dough in, you flatten it like this. Right? Are you guys watching? You flatten it like this. Chris, shout out SCMAPC Tansa. Oh, from Tansa. So, I flatten it out. There you go. So you do this, right? So all your cookie dough, you can do like this. Like that. Put it in the fridge. Put it in the freezer. Then is the one, Master Baker, same procedure din ba siya nung naunang recipe? Yes, creaming method. Yes. Veron Fernandez Nunez, thanks for watching. Slaying it. Rory Del, Mary Flores, hello. Hi, guys. So, just like this, right? So, you take this and you put it in your fridge, just like that. So, every time you know, you can make batches ahead. Let's say you have a big order. You can go ahead and just stack it in your fridge. Of course, you got to label it, right? You got to put the date, what it is, date made, and so on and so forth, right? Of course, very important. You got to FIFO, first in, first out. Right, so this is a great trick. I know a lot of people do the saran wrap, right? But guys, come on, you gotta do away with saran wrap, please. I mean, why is it flood everywhere? It's because of plastic. Okay, this one, I mean, I have cookie dough. I have Ziploc bags that I've been using for like 2-3 years now, using the same cookies. I have a Ziploc for chocolate chip cookies. I have a Ziploc for gingerbread cookies, and you just use it over and over and over. Just wash it. Okay? Easy. Very, very easy. Can't get any easier than this. Okay? All right. Now, so you take this and put it in the fridge. All right. So, any questions? Hilario Casinda, hi, Master Baker watching. Cebu City, shout out J. Hans Bake Shop. Azel Olivas, hello, Master Baker. Shout out Sugar Bake Shop. And Kathleen, oops. Disappeared. All right. So, here we go. Ilang days ang shelf life, Anne Kathleen? Shelf life of which one? The cookie, the brownie, the brookies, which one? Kathleen. Which one? Which shelf life are we talking about? Here. Right? Shelf life ng cookie dough. All right. Well, the shelf life of the cookie dough in the fridge should last you 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It depends on how full your fridge is. Pag masyadong maraming laman yung fridge mo, hindi nakakaikot yung lamig. Okay, so hindi siya gaano kalamig, lahat ng laman ng fridge nyo, mas mabilis siyang mabulok. Okay, so it's very important to always have space in between spaces. Okay, last question. Ilang oras mag-rest ang cookie dough? Very good question. 8 hours minimum. If you're going to rest your cookie dough, 8 hours. So you can do is you can make it like the last thing in your production day, and then put it in the ref, and then you bake it the next day. Okay? Now, shelf life ng brookies. How about shelf life ng brookies? Well, you mean after it's baked? Well, the shelf life of the brookie is the same shelf life of a regular brownie. Okay, so about a week. Okay, but you know, I'm from the school of fresh baked. Okay, so I only eat stuff that's fresh baked, maybe a day. That's it. 2 days is too long already. Okay, now a lot of times people ask me the shelf life of this, the shelf life of that, and my answer is always the same. Shelf life of a brookie, shelf life of a brownie, I say, I don't know. They ask why. I say, bilis kasi maubos. So, my advice is that when your customer asks you, that's what you say. Dahil sobrang sarap, ang bilis maubos, hindi ko alam kung ano yung shelf life niya. Alright, di ba? See, everyone here is going, grabe, ang taray. So, honestly, because for me, if you're buying a freshly baked product, you're going to buy bread, you're going to buy a cake. If it's freshly baked, you know that they just made it that day, you ordered it or something. Why would you want to know how long before it goes bad? If somebody says, oh, here, this bread goes bad in 7 days. On the 6th day, what are you going to do? You got to check? Ay, oo nga, no, pabulok na pala. Diba? You're not going to check. You're not. You're just going to throw it out. Or you're going to eat it on day number 4 or what have you. What's the point? Buy fresh bread. Support your local bakery. Buy fresh bread daily. Come on, it's better for you. Okay? Now, sorry. All right, here we go. So we are now making the sponge cake for the Christmas mango cake. So I've got the egg whites in the mixer. Turn that on. Right? And then I have my sugar right next to it. In my bowl, I'm going to combine my egg yolks. My water, and my oil. Now, what oil am I using? I'm using chiffon oil. Okay? Chiffon oil. What's the difference between chiffon oil and regular vegetable oil? Oh, wow. So, perfect ang Tagalog. Way to go, Master Baker. Thanks, Baron. Thank you so much for your kind words. Right? What's the difference between chiffon oil and vegetable oil? Anybody? What's the difference? You don't know? The difference between chiffon oil and vegetable oil is spelling. No, I'm sorry. Just joking. Just kidding. The difference is a lot of vegetable oils have flavor. Okay? Or it has a certain flavor. So the aftertaste will be there in your cake. Okay? The chiffon oil is really designed for cakes. Okay? So I would prefer that you use a product designed for that, okay? For cakes. Now, what is the difference between, because traditionally sponge cakes you use butter, right? You use melted butter. Now, so what is the difference between using melted butter as opposed to a chiffon oil? Okay, I'm going to turn this off for a second. Now, here's a tip for you. When whipping your egg whites or whipping cream, my advice is for you not to whip it at the highest speed. Let's say the highest speed on your mixer is 10. Don't whip it at 10. Okay? Whip it at 5 or 6 max. So it's a medium to fast speed. Okay? Hi, Chef. What exact brand of chiffon oil do we have here in the country? Thank you. What's the brand of our chiffon oil? Pacific Kitchen is the name of the our chiffon oil. Pacific Kitchen. Right? So use speed number 5 or 6. It will take longer, but you'll see the difference. Okay, let me explain. When you whip something at a high speed, so the whip is going really, really fast, what you're doing is you're creating big bubbles because it's quick, right? So the bubbles are big. So if you look at it through a microscope, you'll see a big bubble next to a big bubble, and that big bubble is surrounded by big bubbles, right? That's how it works. So in one big bubble, you have maybe 6 big bubbles surrounding it. Okay? If you whip your egg white or your whipped cream at a number 5 or 6, your bubble will be small. Around that small bubble will be smaller bubbles. Now you will have about 15 or 20 small bubbles. Now, volume-wise, you will get the same. You will get the same volume because the weight of your egg white or your whipped cream is the same. Volume will not change. What will change is the stability, the strength of your egg white. Since you have a small bubble surrounded by many, many little bubbles, your egg white is now more stable. It is now stronger. As compared to if you whip it fast, you have a big bubble, mas mabilis maputok ang malaking bula. Di ba? Di ba? Sa lahat dyan na naglalaba, alam nila kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Nage-gets nyo. Di ba? Yung maliliit na bula, parang nakakainis. Hindi natutunaw. Pero pag malaking bula, mabilis pumutok. Right? So, I'm gonna turn this back on. Number 5. So I have my egg yolks, my water, and my chiffon oil here. Okay, so I was talking about the difference between chiffon oil and butter. Chiffon oil, for me, the main difference between chiffon oil and butter is that the chiffon oil that we make has no water. That's big. Okay, when you bake anything, what happens? All water dissolves, right? It evaporates. Okay, so now your product is lighter, and this basically water in any oil is an extender. It's like the breadcrumbs in a burger. Okay, shouldn't be there. Okay, another thing also, the chiffon oil, what it does is that it traps the air bubbles more consistent than butter. So what happens? What does that do to your product? What that does is that your product, your chiffon cake now, is a lot softer. It's got that spring. Okay? Not only that, it's more pliable. You know, you can bend it. You can make rolls. Right? You can wrap it around cakes, or around a ring. Okay? And more volume. Your cake will be higher if you use a chiffon oil than if you use butter. Okay? Also, lastly, shelf life. The shelf life of your cake using chiffon oil will be a lot longer than if you use butter. Obviously, because in chiffon oil, there's no dairy, there's no butter fat in it. Okay, it's oil. Now, since my sugar, my egg whites is now at soft peak, I will add my sugar. Okay, I'll just mix that for under a minute. Now here I will add my sugar and my flour and baking powder and salt. Okay, I'll give that a quick whisk. All right, Shobiko, hello. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. All right, so no lumps. Make sure there are no lumps. There we go, and we are done. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. See? Right. So this is heavy, this is light. What flour brand are you using now, Master Baker Buddy? Okay, for the sponge, we're using all-purpose flour and cake flour. So we're using Hercules and Athena. Hercules and Athena is what we're using here now. So this is heavy, this is light. So we need to get the consistency more or less the same. So I'm going to add some egg white to this mixture, making this mixture lighter. Okay. Jackie Ang po, my very good friend Jackie Ang po, present. Thanks so much, Jax, for watching. Jackie Ang po, the world famous pastry chef from QC, the owner of Fleur de Lis, is watching. If you guys live in QC or anywhere in the world, you guys know about Jackie. Sobrang galing yan. And next year, we will start our bread series. Biglang plug. Okay, thanks, Jax. Thanks for watching. Okay, now it's time to incorporate, to fold the rest of the egg white. Okay, so I'll do it in 3 additions. I did that the first time, right? So I'm going to fold the egg whites into the egg yolk mixture. So this recipe will make 1/2 sheet pan. Right? Ninita analysis on some chiffon cake recipes I've seen uses vegetable oil. Does it make a difference using chiffon oil? Yes. For me, the difference is some vegetable oils have flavor. Right? The chiffon oil that we have has no aftertaste, no flavor. It's just really good for, it's designed specifically for making cakes. Right? Dennis Tawan, Master Baker, kapag walang cake flour, pwede ba bread flour ang gamit? Well, bread flour, I wouldn't use bread flour. Hindi ako gagamit ng bread flour pag cake ang gagawin dahil masyadong matigas ang bread flour para sa cake. No? So I would use all-purpose or cake flour pag cake ang gagawin. Ang bread flour talaga pang tinapay. Pang tinapay. Or like I use bread flour rin sa cookies ko kanina, but that's it. I wouldn't use it for cakes. I wouldn't use it for cakes. Okay. So, final fold. Okay. So, I just want one color here, no white. I don't want to see any streaks of white. And then in to my 1/2 sheet pan. Okay. Spread to the edge. So what I did was I sprayed this sheet pan as well. I put greaseproof paper and I sprayed it also with a nonstick spray. All right. So we're going to bake this now at 325 till it's nice and golden. How about corn oil substitute for chiffon oil? You can. Okay, you can use. You know, I'm not here to tell you what to use and what not to use. I'm here to tell you my preference, what I use, and the differences between this and that. Kailangan ko nito. Okay? Meron po remedy pag bumagsak ang chiffon batter. You mean pagka-bake, bumagsak siya? Yeah, you can use it to make you can use it to make roll cakes. Dahil manipis naman ang roll cake, di ba? You can make like pianono, di ba? Been practicing po, nag-break pa rin ang roll cake. Okay, if it breaks, you are over whipping the whites. Okay, so nagiging dry ang egg whites mo. So kaya siya nagbe-break. Okay? Can we make a recipe without a mixer? Yes, you can. You know, they were making cakes before mixers were invented. You just get a whisk and you can whip your egg whites using that. Okay? Yes, my friends are here.
Yes.
Come on in, join me.
Salamat sa
Join me.
ating poging
Yes.
Master Baker.
Yan.
Yan, yung mga question. Kanina may mga nagtanong sobrang amazing yung mga tanong nila, no? Gusto nating i-reiterate ulit yung mga, gusto nating balikan yan, yung mga tanong na yan na nakakamangha.
Yan. Unang tanong natin kay
Patunaw.
Dennis
Patunaw.
Paunan. Yan. Thank you sa
okay.
pagtutok. Dennis.
Si Dennis Taunan. Kanina pa to nag-shoutout na to kanina si Dennis and
Saan yung brand?
thank you for watching, Dennis. Anyway, gusto nating balikan yung tanong niya na kapag walang cake flour, pwede ba ang bread
Bread
flour
flour
na
yung
gamitin
gamit?
for the cakes? Kaya nga siya bread flour, it's for bread alone.
Yep.
So, kapag gagawa tayo ng cake, gagamit tayo ng Athena cake flour, di ba? So, we can, eto yan. Yung ating Athena cake flour. Okay. Pero dahil sa tanong mong yan, Dennis, meron kaming gantimpala.
Meron tayong
Mula sa
prize para kay
hinampalaan.
Dennis.
Yung ating kumpletong
Meron
paraphernalia.
ito, makaka-receive ka nitong suot ni Rodil ngayon. Meron tayong apron,
Apron.
head cap, and towel.
Yes. And
And 1 kilo Hercules all-purpose flour.
Yes,
Yan,
oo.
meron tayo yan. Yes, to add lang din dun sa sagot ni Rodil kanina na bread flour is used for breads lang and cake flour. Kung wala naman talagang cake flour, ang mas mabilis na readily available na pwede nating pang substitute na rin sa cake flour is yung all-purpose flour
Yes,
natin.
na Hercules.
Yan.
Kaya yan yung
Hercules.
ibibigay namin sa'yo. So again,
Okay.
kukunin ko lang yung price ni Dennis.
Congrats, Dennis. Yan. Thank you sa pagtutok. Ayan, pili pa tayo sa mga nagtanong kung sino pa yung pwede nating bigyan ng ating prizes. Yan, thank you sa pagtutok. Sobrang na-appreciate natin yan dito. Okay,
Yan.
sino pa
Ito
ba
yung
yung
prize mo, Dennis, because
ano ba
of
yung mga
that
questions
question.
natin?
Ganda ng question pang Miss Universe yan
Yes.
Yan,
Okay.
para kay Dennis, tatabi ko na.
Pwede ba naming makita yung mga iba pang questions earlier? Okay, sige.
Or
Habang
yung
iniintay
tanong
natin, ipakita kung ano pa yung mga tanong kanina. Tanong naman tayo, Rodil, para
Sige.
makapagbigay pa tayo
Yung question
ng prizes.
number 3 natin, ito, since Agri Pacific yung ginagamit natin ng mga produkto, so kailan isinilang ang Agri Pacific sa Pilipinas?
Nabanggit yan kanina
Sobrang
introduction.
Tagalog yan,
Date of birth.
Yes.
Kahit taon lang, year lang.
Yan, yung year
Date
na
of
binanggit ni Miss Carmela kanina.
Kailan na-establish si
Go, go,
Agri
go.
Pacific?
Parang ano yan pinanganak yung bunso ko. Hindi, yung pangatlo pala.
Yun, noong 2015, nag-start
yan?
tayo with
Yun,
mga flour. Ayan,
congratulations. Chanko. Okay, tagasan si Rudy. Rudy, pa-shoutout naman, tagasan ka.
Congrats, Rudy.
Kulang pa.
Yeah, congratulations to Rudy Ochanko ng... Yan, shout out naman kung saan tayo. Anyway, kanina 'di ba binabanggit natin, Carmela, yung mga audience natin, it's from Luzon lang Kanina may nakita na akong from Cagayan, Maguindanao,
Maguindanao, yes.
from Cebu City. Thank you for watching.
Yan.
Ayan. Sige,
Okay.
kukunin ko lang yung price ni Rudy.
Okay, magtatanong pa tayo. Sige, last question. Para
Yan, bago natin tikman.
bago mag-proceed
Bago mag-proceed si Master Baker.
Hindi pa titikman.
Hindi pa daw.
Hindi pa.
Ito yung mga prices mo, Rudy.
Right.
With
1 kilo Hercules
Hercules
all-purpose flour. Yeah.
Then we have also
Yung
plastic-
rubber spatula,
yes. And yung walang kamatayang
Butter dish.
butter dish. Okay.
Okay. Congratulations again, Rudy.
Ito, nabanggit kanina ni Master Baker to. Habang gumagawa siya ng mango cake natin, no?
The sponge. Yes.
Yes. Ano ang difference ng butter and chiffon oil? Yan. So, anong maganda sa paggamit ng chiffon oil natin? Again, yung chiffon oil na ginamit ni Master Baker is yung Pacific Kitchen chiffon oil natin.
Yes.
Marami akong sinabi eh.
Yes.
So,
Alam ko tatlo yung Master
three
Baker.
you can just give one. Just give one.
Okay, here you go.
Just give one.
Yan.
Okay.
Meron akong isang nakita eh.
May flavor ang vegetable oil. Yon. One.
Yan.
Okay.
Oh.
Longer
Okay.
shelf life. Yes.
Yes.
Wow. From Bulacan
Althea.
yan. Yeah.
Yeah, si
Althea
Althea
May.
May.
Si Althea May Mendelilia.
Bulacan.
Wow, congrats!
Same thing you're gonna receive kung ano yung receive nila Rudy kanina. Another one. Meron pang isang sumagot eh. Yes. Anyway, yung winners po natin based dun sa timeline ng FCBAI kasi yung sa live stream natin kasi may mga tahanan po na hindi ganun ka-hybrid yung kanilang internet connection. Anyway, nasa FCBAI tayo kaya ano yan, ang tindi ng internet connection nila. Meron pang isa eh, may isa pang sumagot, medyo tama yung, wala, ayun, chiffon oil is
More volume, pliable, longer shelf life. Yes.
Sino pa?
Yeah, dami.
Bakit nga ba more volume? Ano bang meron sa chiffon oil natin? Bakit
yun nga,
nakakabigay siya
kasi
ng more volume?
concentrated ang ating
texture?
chiffon oil. Wala siyang water content.
Right, walang tubig.
Definitely. Tapos
Wow.
non-dairy din siya. Kaya it will prolong our cakes, yung mga
Yes.
cake batter natin.
Okay.
Ayun, galing. Chiffon oil, walang water. Galing.
Yun. Sino yung sumagot ng chiffon oil, walang water? Eh? Si Roy de Guzman. Sige Roy, taga saan ba si Roy?
Yan, Paskong-Pasko naman.
Parang Batanes
bigyan lang tayo
yata
ng
eh.
prizes. Rodil.
Batanes Island, o di ba?
Wow. ito yung
Lakas ng
Batanes.
Grabe.
yan.
Galing.
Grabe ang reach.
Thank you, viewer.
Grabe ang reach.
Anyway, again, kay Mela, bigay na natin kay Master
Okay,
Baker
kay
yung
Master
floor.
Baker na ulit.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. So they'll be giving out more prizes in a bit. So just to show you, this is what the brookies look like. Okay, we just baked this. This just came out of the oven. Okay, medyo mainit pa. Okay, so I'm not gonna unmold it. Okay, so that's what the brookies look like. Okay, just to show you. Put this here. Now I'm gonna make the boss paabot tong yung sa loob, yes. All right, now I'm gonna make the crust for one of the components of the holiday mango cake is a crust. It gives it a different another texture to the cake as opposed to the sponge is nice and smooth, the cream is also nice and smooth, and then you have the fresh mango. So we have a crunch layer. Okay, which is always good. Every time we eat something, it's always good to have a layer or just different textures. Okay, so this recipe calls for, so we have the graham cracker, crushed graham. We have the cornflakes. So if you notice, the size of the cornflakes and the size of the crushed graham are different. The reason for this is if they were the same size, there wouldn't be that much difference in your mouth, in the mouthfeel. Okay, so this is done on purpose. Okay, so you can put it in a food processor and pulse it till you get that size. So I'm mixing it like this. Make sure it's well combined. And then add the sugar. Mix that. Rose Sarms watching all the way from Iloilo. Hi, Rose. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. So close to Christmas already. Now you can see that the cornflakes well incorporated in with the sugar and the graham. Yeah, you know, the original recipe of this did not call for graham crackers. It was 100% cornflakes. But the problem I had with that was it was too crumbly. It was too crunchy, and wasn't very stable. So I had to add. So I changed the recipe a little bit, and I gave it more stability by adding the graham cracker. Para po ba magkaroon ng magkaiba ng texture? Yes, that's right. All right, and then I'm going to add the melted vegetable shortening. So this is the same shortening that I use for the cookies, for the chocolate chip cookies, and for the gingerbread cookies. So you just mix it. That. Till it's all combined. See? You just keep mixing it till there are no more dry spots. See that? No dry spots. Now, how can you tell there are no dry spots? When you do this, when you press down on it, you can see, nagkukumpul siya. Oh, ayan, oh. Parang yung ilalim ng cheesecake, di ba? So you can use this for the bottom of your cheesecake as well. Okay? Now, to make it interesting, if you want to use this as the bottom of your cheesecake, depending on what flavor your cheesecake is, you can add, you know, desiccated coconut, you can put chocolate chips, it's really up to you, whatever you want. Walnuts and all that. So we have now one layer here. All right? Bowl pa, bowl. Sa loob. Ayun. Okay. All right? So we have one layer here. Now I'm going to make the cream layer, the cream filling. To make the cream filling, and then we will assemble our cake. So I got all-purpose cream. Now you have the recipe, right? If you're watching, you have the recipe. So you just get all-purpose cream. You just combine that with condensed milk. Now, every time I do this, I like to add a little, I like to add like a pinch of salt and maybe a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, just to make it interesting. For me, it's very important to add a pinch of salt to all your recipes. It helps bring out the flavor of whatever it is that you're making. Good din po butter para sa ganyan if no shortening. Yes. Yes, you can use melted butter, definitely. Okay. Yes, you can definitely use butter if you want. You know, the reason we're doing this today is to show the diversity of shortening. Not a lot of people. There are a lot of people out there that want to use butter. Go ahead, you can use butter. But from a business standpoint or from a storage standpoint, if you're making big volumes of product and you don't have refrigerator space to store your butter or refrigerator space to store your finished goods, then it's okay to go ahead and use shortening. Okay? So this is my cake that I have here, I have the sponge on the bottom. Can you see that? I have the sponge on the bottom. I'm going to put some of the cream. Put some of the cream. Okay, we'll put more. Some of the cream in there. Get some fresh mango. Okay, you gotta make sure there's a lot of mango because you want to get mango in every bite. You know, you don't want to get a slice and then there's no mango. Right? And then this is where the crunch comes in. This is where the crunch comes in. You hit with a little bit of crunch. So you now have a crunch layer. Okay? Now have a crunch layer right there. Okay? Then you add your second layer of, here, I'm going to take this off. Cake. Cream. Fresh mango. I'll get to your questions as soon as I'm done with this. Just give me a second. Right? Make sure there's a lot of mango in there. All right? And then you hit it again with crunch. Right? Then you put this in the fridge, okay, and let it set. Okay? So you put this in the fridge and let it set. Right? 2 hours, 3 hours. That should be good. All right? So set this aside. Freezer, sige, freezer. Right? Always clean as you go. Always clean as you go. Once you're done with one task, clean. Next. So we've assembled the mango crunch, the holiday mango crunch. We've done the brookies, and now we're gonna do the last, which is the gingerbread. Okay. Here we go. So I've got a little plate. Here's my, I know I had a pair of scissors here. All right. Okay. So after you've rested the dough, you roll it out, and you can cut anything you want. You can cut gingerbread man, Santa Claus, anything like that. Right? But since we're making a Christmas tree, you just get a set of cutters, just like that. Roll it out, and get your gingerbread, like that. Okay? So you make a royal icing. You have the recipe right there in front of you. Now, every time you cut, always cut either away from the food, always away, because somehow the tip of this bag always ends up in the food. Okay? Hi, Maria. Can I add oatmeal for extra crunch and cornflake? Yes, absolutely. You can add oatmeal for extra crunch on the cornflake crust. Yes. Toast the oatmeal first, okay, to bring out the flavor as well. Okay? So always cut away from, that one's broken. Okay, and then you pipe. Okay, pipe, decorate with candy, just like this we have here. So we'll put one down. Here, let's assemble this one. Instead of shortening, pwede ba melted butter? Yes, pwede. So I'll just put it in the middle. There. So we're going to assemble this one, right? Middle. There. Okay, so you just keep on building. Keep on building. Just keep going up. You want to try to keep it in the center. Okay. And I advise that you, after you put one on, is you wait for it to dry a little bit. Okay. You can see it's already tumatabingi. Okay. See, it's getting crooked. Ah, it's falling. All right. I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to finish it. Okay. But you get what I mean, right? So you put that together and, right? Easy peasy. Okay. Okay, so here you have the brookies. Here you have the gingerbread Christmas tree, right? Angie Carballo, mabibili ba po online yung products nyo po? Very interesting kasi yung pangalan. Galing sa gods and goddesses. Thanks. Yes, Rodil, Carmela, why don't you guys come up here? And they want to know where they can buy the products.
Thanks again, Master Baker Buddy. Yan, pinipresent na po niya
Here you
yung
go.
mga
Here's our mango crunch cake. There you go. All using the latest APC products. Our flowers, the Athena, the Hercules, right, and the Zeus, and also using our vegetable oil and the latest chiffon oil.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you guys are still going to give away prizes, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Meron tayong pinakamatinding katanungan.
All right.
Huling katanungan natin for the day for you to receive all the APC products, plastic spatula, and butter dish. Pero anyway, kanina may nagtanong gusto ko siyang bigyan ng APC product, wala lang siyang plastic spatula and butter dish. Yung tanong na galing kay Angie Carballo, mabibili po ba online yung products niyo po? Very interesting kasi yung pangalan, galing sa Gods and Goddesses. Right, tama ka dyan. Actually, pag pumunta ka sa planta, may kita mo yung mukha ng mga tao dyan, mukhang gods and goddesses.
Wow.
Yeah, you can buy it online through Shopee and Lazada with our dealers. So sila yung mga nagbebenta sa Shopee and Lazada. So when you click APC product, you're gonna see all the product line na meron si APC.
Yan. So yung mga gods and goddesses natin is also available in 25 kilos. Tama,
Yes.
Rodil? Yep.
Yung mga seryosong baker dyan, 25
May 25 kilos tayo.
Kaya yan.
Yes.
Lalo na ngayong Pasko.
Yes.
You can like us sa Facebook page namin na Agri Pacific Corporation. So doon makikita nyo lahat
Yung
ng
mga
product
products
line na
din
meron sa
natin.
APC.
Yup.
Again, our last question. Pinakamatinding katanungan to, no, na binanggit namin. Ang clue, isang barko na pumunta sa Pilipinas para i-conquer ang ating bansa.
Yan.
Yun ang apelido ng ating Master Baker.
So, ang
What
tanong
that?
is, ano ang surname ng ating Master Baker?
So, ano ang apelido
ngayon?
ng ating
Okay.
Master Baker? Go! Type
Okay,
your answer.
paunahan.
Here you go. What?
So, yan.
There you
meron
go. Then,
na.
Okay, sino pa?
sino pa?
Yan, meron na. Ay, parang siya din yung kanina.
Yan, si Elizabeth
Tariman.
Tariman.
Elizabeth
Okay.
Tariman.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Master Baker Buddy Trinidad.
Yes, Chef
Okay.
Buddy Trinidad.
I want to say thank you to everyone here at Yuletide Bakery. They've been so nice to us. You know, it's always such a pleasure coming to do demos here. The people are just so warm, very accommodating, and you know, it's a really great place to do demos. Kompleto sila sa mga gamit. Talagang wala akong masabi. Sobrang galing.
Thank you, Master Baker.
Master
Buddy.
Baker.
Thank you very much, Carmela. Rodil,
Thank
for
you.
today. And we'll
Yan.
see you guys soon. Keep stay on. Hang on. Are we gonna give away more prizes? No?
Before
Yes?
natin i-end, and ipa-flash muna ng field try yung mga recipes, parang recap sa
Yan.
mga gustong sumunod, hindi nakita kanina nung finlash yung recipes natin, ipa-flash nila ngayon. Ayan, sige.
Wow, ang dami nating lucky share ngayon, ha? It's 79.
Wow,
1,000.
meron tayong
Grabe.
79 entries.
Yeah, 79
Para sa mga
entries.
lucky share natin. Wow, exciting. Yep, so magpipick kami ng tatlo mula doon sa mga 79 entries natin na lucky share.
Yeah.
Wow, exciting.
Ayun na, umiikot na yung tambiolo.
Grabe, no? Ang dami-dami
Sino?
talagang viewers natin kapag si Master Baker Buddy ang
sobra.
nagpe-present. Ayan na, ang ating unang lucky share of the day.
Baka kayo na yung winner ng lucky share natin.
Okay, so we're gonna pick three winners.
Yes.
And this is the first one. There we go. Umiikot ng tambiolo. Para tayong nasa club.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, who's our first lucky share of the day?
Who is that? From Bella Bantigue. Oh, from
Wow,
77.
congrats.
Lucky share.
Bella Bantique.
So,
Yoo-hoo.
Bella Bantigue.
Congrats.
You're gonna receive APC products from Agri Pacific.
Yes. Again, paano nila makiklaim yung prizes nila, Rodil?
Number 2 muna.
Okay, number 2 share muna.
Yan. Yan, si Robert Tariman.
Pero ito,
Yan ang ating 68 lucky share.
Meron tayong
Congratulations,
dalawa.
Robert.
Yes.
ito tapo mo na to.
Yan, paano makiklaim? Okay, yung last.
Okay, last. Sino ba yung isa pa nating lucky sharer?
Sumigaw.
Wow.
Si Irene Hiwatig.
Congrats,
Okay,
Irene
Hiwatig na. Yeah. Congratulations, Irene.
Irene Hiwatig.
Yon, paano ba nila ma-receive? Just put your complete name, address sa ating Facebook page sa Filipino-Chinese Bakers Association. So, doon nyo lang po ilagay yung mga details ng pangalan
Yes, and i-assist
addresses na
na
meron kayo.
Okay, once again, congratulations sa lucky sharers natin, si Bella Bantigue, si Robert Tariman, and si Irene Hiwati. Okay.
Congrats. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Then, ano ulit yung event natin on February 25 to 26, Rodil?
Actually, Carmela, it's an e-bakery fair 2022 that will be held on February 25 to 26. And further announcement, ibibigay po sa atin ng Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association.
First
na meron
ever
tayo.
to na mangyayari, no?
First ever na mangyayari po yan sa Pilipinas.
Yup, and abangan nyo dahil nandun ang Agri Pacific Corporation.
Yeah!
Abangan kami doon. Nandun ulit.
Sobrang laki ang booth ng Agri doon.
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Carmela, gusto ko lang isingit yung ating mga dealers nationwide.
Sige, Rodil.
We have Baker's Craft from Dasmariñas, Cavite. Meron din siyang outlet dito sa Binondo. You can contact Christian Chua, 0920-959-9790. Si Agent Sam Confectionery from Tagaytay City. Si Mrs. Andrea Raico, 0917-157-5410. Si Andy Baker's Haven sa Parañaque City, owned by Mr. Nelson De Chavez. Ang number niya is 0922-821-4195. Mula naman sa Lipa City, si A&R Marketing, owned by Ada Amparo, 0936-928-6916 and 0917-158-2326. Si Jackie Merchandising ng Legazpi City. So, nasa Bicol area na tayo. It's Ibesu, 0917-558-8929. From Bicol again, Naga NTE Corporation, owned by Miss Mary Rose Bernejo, 0946-575-6207 and 0919-086-3652. And last but not the least, si Gold Post mula sa Legarda, Manila na owned by Mr. Alex Lim, 0917-843-8371. Yan po yung aming mga dealers nationwide.
Okay.
So
Thank
today
you,
we
Rodil.
made the brookies right here.
Yan.
We have the brownie topped off with the chocolate chip cookies. This is our holiday mango cake with the cornflake and with the cornflake crunch, right? So fresh mangoes. The nice chiffon we made using the chiffon oil. And then we have here the gingerbread cookie Christmas tree, right? All made with the great products right here.
So ito yung products na ginamit natin. Itong Hercules. I think ginamit ni Chef to for
Sa
all
brookies.
his recipes today. So ito yung all-purpose flour natin, Hercules. We also have yung Athena natin, the Athena cake flour. We also have yung Zeus hard flour. And we also have our Hera, yung soft flour natin. So available ito in 25 kilos. So sa mga merong mga bakeries, mga may kailangang harina, lalo na itong holidays na to, merong available na 25 kilos.
Right.
Yan. So not only that, meron din tayong, ito yung mga ipapamigay din natin, yung mga nasa loot bag nila. Ito, baker's table, yung bakery margarine natin. And we also have yung Ultra Bake Vegetable Shortening. Yan. So ito naman, available also in 45 kilo packaging.
Yes.
Yan. Para sa mga business natin, magandang-maganda itong mga products. And to share yung ginamit ni Chef kanina na chiffon oil by Pacific Kitchen. So, Agri Pacific products lahat to.
Yes.
Yan.
Anyway, Carmela, matitikman natin lahat ng
Yan,
ginawa
excited
ni
na ako, Rodil.
Master Baker.
All right.
Yan.
Itsura pa lang, alam na nating
Ako, may kutsara na ako. Ready na.
Kailangan natin magpasalamat sa mga sponsors natin
Of course.
this afternoon. Thank you very much, Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association Incorporated.
Thank you so much.
To all FCBAI officers. Also to our Philippine Society of Baking,
And sa
PSB
PSB
officers,
officers
maraming
natin.
salamat sa inyo sa pagkakataon na ibinigay nyo na makasama kayo today.
Alright.
But most of all, we want to thank all of you that participated, that spent time with us today. Everyone that watched, everyone that joined,
Yes.
joined the competition, everything, won prizes and everything. But most of all, what we are all about here is sharing.
Yes.
Sharing all the recipes, sharing everything that that is really dear to our hearts to all of you out there. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you,
to join.
Master Baker.
Thank you, Master Baker. And yan,
Yan.
Merry
holiday
Christmas.
na holidays na.
Oo,
Christmas
meron daw
na
tayo
Christmas.
sasabing sabay-sabay.
Yun.
1,
Okay.
2, 3. Magkita-kita tayo ulit sa susunod na episode ng
Itanong mo. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat.